Hi, welcome to another edition of Bauer Business Bites. My name is David Tighe, the Managing Director of Bauer Media here in Northern Ireland. And every week we speak to a business leader about how we are helping to reboot the economy here in Northern Ireland. And this week it's a real pleasure to bring on to Bauer Business Bites Julie Gibbons, who's the MD of AbbeyAutoline. Julie, welcome to Business Bites.
Thank you very much, David. Delighted to be here.
Well, it's great to have you, and it's really interesting to read the story of how AbbeyAutoline has been progressing. Two insurance businesses from Newry and Newton Abbey over the best part of 50 years, and they've come together. So tell us the story.
Okay. Well, it is a very exciting time for us. I suppose we were previously two quite well-known competitors to each other, in that we were two of the three largest brokers in Northern Ireland. So really, we have been working on this since 2018, the latter stages of 2018, and we have planned the integration of the two businesses down to finite detail. So it is just an absolute pleasure to finally have come together as one big team and be the biggest broker in Northern Ireland. It's really interesting because, as you said, David, we have both been Autoline and Abbey. We're both in business for nearly 50 years. They were set up and run by two very entrepreneurial leaders. So the cultural fit was fantastic. The people all had very much the same values. And, you know, our advisors were very, very customer focused, very knowledgeable and very well trained. So in order to come together like this, it was more of a zipping together than actually ramming two, previous competitors together, because we actually complement each other in so many ways and have a very similar outlook and value proposition, rather than some difficult mergers that can actually occur. So,
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that, especially in the times that we are living in at the moment, that this hasn't stopped. It's carried on, and it's been brought to fruition. The insurance business obviously has had its ups and downs over the years as well. So how's the insurance business faring in the current business trading conditions?
Well, look, economic uncertainty doesn't help anybody, and in Northern Ireland, we certainly have plenty of that happening at the moment. However, I have to say, in the insurance business, and particularly on personal lines business, because there is a legal requirement to have motor insurance, that does insulate us in some regard from the ups and downs of economic pressures. But nobody is impervious to that. At the end of the day, we have a sizable business insurance arm, and they are with their clients as they are having problems or have potentially been shut down over the COVID period. Lots of clients and hotel owners struggling through the challenge that the hospitality sector and the tourism sector are currently dealing with. But we also face into, the previous recession, for instance, we would have, seen a natural shrinkage of commercial clients' businesses, and that will impact our business. And then if you have people who maybe are struggling with economic circumstances personally, then they may downsize in terms of, maybe only having one vehicle from previously having two. And people making difficult decisions in their lives that do impact the businesses that they deal with.
Yeah, a lot of people we've been speaking to have been talking about the fact that they are trying to support business through this period. I would imagine that would be the same from your organisation.
Yes, exactly. I think, this has been, we have been working with our clients to see if there's any way that they could, take on reduced cover, in our commercial division, but also in personal lines. We have been talking to clients about, premium finance holidays. That has been an option for them. We have to be empathetic, and I think, given that we have a very local set of values, where people buy from people, that the reputation side of our business is very, very important, and we have to be seen to be supporting our clients. If we don't have clients, then really we have nothing. So we are very people focused.
Yeah, and I suppose in terms of looking to the future, where is AbbeyAutoline? What's the future thinking in terms of the business? Are you going on to bigger and better things?
Yeah, apart from world domination, we are. Yeah, we look. We are very interested in the modernization of the business. Broking is obviously a very traditional model, business model. And we think that particularly in Northern Ireland, where relationships are so important to people, that it is very important to sustain that model, have the high street presence, have accessibility across the entire book of business to all of our clients, our vulnerable clients. But equally, we need to look forward and look at the younger demographic. So we have our Chile Drive Young Driver product, which has been fantastic for us. It's been a real feeder of young drivers, coming in, dealing with us for the first time, having this, coaching technology and contact with us. And then once they become a standard or an experienced driver, then they go on to standard motor, and that can start a lifetime of a relationship with us. But we need to modernize the business to enable clients to deal with us whatever way they want. So even if they want to deal with us online, there's an opportunity to to do that, and to chat with us whatever way they want as well. But I do think modernization is not just the technology that's available for customers to interact with us. It also it applies to working practices as well. We can be very innovative in terms of staff, very flexible. There's more of a demand for flexibility and innovative ways of working. And actually, ironically, COVID has accelerated so many of those business trends and work practice trends that I would have been supportive of and a proponent of. So, looking at, a more hybrid way of working, a more flexible way of working is very attractive, to new recruits and the younger generation as well.
Yeah, it's. I think you make some really valid points there, and obviously, an Indigenous business here in Northern Ireland, it's very important that we support businesses on our doorstep. Well, I mean, we're coming to the end of the show this week. I suppose I'd just ask, really, if there's one thing that you've really learned over the last few months that I think will improve the future. Sometimes they say in adversity, we pick up some really interesting learning. Is there anything that stands out for you?
I think, I think it's the trust in our people. We have managed to sustain our renewal levels and our customer service levels in a period of really, really challenging circumstances. And it just shows you that really I think that you should always start from a position of trust with your staff, because they will rise to the challenge and do the unthinkable if you require them to, if there's a good enough relationship there.
Great, fantastic advice. It's been a pleasure to speak with you, Julie. We wish you the best of luck, and to you and your staff, we're always here to support you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thanks very much. Bye.